In a world where perception is everything, where your inner truth shapes your outer reality, we begin in a place not marked by bars of steel but by the bars of the mind. Dense gray mist rolls across a valley where desperation hangs in the air like a relentless fog. And here, among the shadows and half-truths, they dwell, the hungry. These are men caught in the rut of their own making, moving with an urgency that is frantic and childlike. Children who have never been told no. Their lives are a carousel of longing, round and round with cries of, "Where is my reward? Why does the world burden me so?" Despite their supposed maturity, they navigate life with the awareness of toddlers, oblivious to the edges of respect or the gravity of their own actions. A question lingers. What holds them, and perhaps us, captive in this prison of perception? A monument stands firm in this valley, a centerpiece of both mystery and clarity, the mirror of source. Its surface polymorphic, revealing to each observer the unfiltered reality of their existence. It whispers truths that slice through deception like the morning sun through mist. But to the ears of the hungry, its messages falter and transform, distorted by the slumber of their infant minds. When it echoes, "You must die to your ego to live," it becomes instead a soft, self-serving lullaby. You are special and deserve more. When it states, "Your pain is your own creation," they only hear the comfort of victimhood. You are a victim of the dark. This is the essence of the low vibrational trap, a feedback loop of selective hearing that validates one's inertia. With every affirmation of their current plight, transformation halts and stagnation roots itself deeper. It is immaturity clothed in adult garb, a refusal to move beyond the cocoon of self-deception. Amidst this dance of distortions, a turning point begins to unravel a harsher truth. These individuals, these newborns of the soul, let their egos drive their actions, neglecting the universal law of respect. In their eyes, everything becomes expendable. Friends, the earth, even their own dignity, all mere tools on the quest for validation. They misuse life's feast and thereby go unfulfilled, remaining oblivious to the abundance at their fingertips. The immense presence of the mother, the creator, surveys this with a quiet patience. Her voice, both stern and compassionate, cuts through the infant's cries. They look out and expect the world to deliver without realizing the world merely reflects their own chaos. As long as they seek a hand up without bringing their own will up, they remain stuck in the dirt. Dwellers in a paradise they refuse to engage. It is a raw realization. The cost of their disrespect, of their perpetual immaturity, is to live as shadows, half-formed beings who never truly engage with the potential they inherently possess. They are the unfulfilled, dying hungry in a banquet room. Here, in the heart of this realization, lies the moment of transformation, a shift not just of state but of vibration. The low-toned frequencies of disrespect for reality must grow silent. To emerge from immaturity is to release the label that drags them down and embrace what truly is. The instinctual grasp for labels, those heavy cloaks of wrong that shield the ego, must be discarded to ignite the inner light. From the dusty valley, the only way to ascend is to acknowledge the frequency of respect. To show respect for the world, for oneself, and most importantly, for the uncomfortable truths. To listen not for comfort, but for honesty. It is in this shift that an infant transforms into a master, a journey from blindness to sight, from immaturity to wisdom. And what does this mean for us, the observers standing at the periphery of their journey, feeling the tremors of their transformation? Perhaps it points a finger back at us, questioning the frequency of our own vibrations. How often do we inhabit the valley of the mind, hearing, "Oh," endless echoes of what soothes our ego? When reality whispers truths we might not want to face, do we hear the call to grow, or do we too become the hungry seekers of validation? Endless as the mist is the potential for change, the opening of a pathway out of cycles and into growth. The question that remains, hovering like morning mist, can we, each of us, rise above the vibrations that weigh us down? Can we transcend the infant mind and claim our place amidst the stars? And so, the valley begins to clear as the will to respect, the will to truly see beyond ourselves, takes hold, the sun peeking through, shedding light on the new path. This narrative, woven through the lived experiences of someone who navigates this struggle, offers a mirror for us too, urging introspection and action. This is not just a story of a distant few, but a reminder for us all. In the garden of humanity, will we remain sleeping infants, or will we rise to meet the dawn? That choice rests with us, echoing through the valleys of our own making. As the sun reaches its zenith, casting long shadows and illuminating forgotten corners of human existence, we find ourselves at a crossroads. This is a call for transformation. A transformation not couched in grandiosity, but in simple, deliberate steps that together form a staircase toward a brighter horizon. The challenges we face, myriad and complex, are not insurmountable. They are woven into the fabric of our society, in part due to habits of convenience, misconceptions, and age-old traditions. Yet, herein lies the opportunity for change, the chance to unravel these threads and reweave a tapestry that reflects our highest ideals. Historically, significant shifts have often begun with small acts of courage and commitment. Consider the quiet determination of those who once stood up against injustice, their voices rising to form a chorus that resonated through time, leaving an indelible mark on history. These pioneers of change, though they walked solitary paths at first, became the harbingers of new paradigms. Similarly, we too can spark change by nurturing empathy and fostering an inherent respect for our fellow beings, human and non-human alike. A simple kindness, an act of understanding, a moment of listening. These are the seeds from which broader societal change will grow. It is in these seemingly modest gestures that the real revolution begins. This is not to downplay the enormity of the task ahead. The challenges are systemic, deeply rooted in economic, cultural, and political structures. But as history has shown, entrenched systems can indeed be reshaped if enough individuals come together and demand something better. Consider the global movements that have taken shape in recent decades. The struggle for human rights, environmental sustainability, and economic equality has gained unprecedented momentum thanks to individuals, much like you and I, who refuse to remain sidelined. Their commitment to persistence has kept the flame of hope alight, a beacon for others to rally around. The outcome of these efforts is never guaranteed, but the march toward improvement lies in the trying. Advocating for a conscious shift requires education, engagement, and empowerment, elements that foster an active and informed citizenry capable of enacting change. The answer, then, lies not just in grand visions or isolated victories. It lies in the continuous collective endeavor, a harmonized effort to co-create a future that reflects our shared aspirations. As we cultivate our inner landscapes, understanding and breaking free from the vibrations that bind us, we can extend this evolution outward to build resilient, compassionate communities. Indeed, it is in the fusion of intention and action that we find our true north. As each of us steps forward, mindful and willing, we illuminate the path not just for ourselves, but for generations to come. By choosing to rise, to grow beyond the limitations we have known, we affirm our place in the cosmos, claiming space amidst the stars, not just as sentinels of progress, but as architects of a brighter, united world.